My name is Mark Price Perry, and welcome to Business Driven PMO. When it comes to PMO setup and management, I have a set of convictions that's different from what I see advocated and practiced within the industry. And today, I'm here to tell you about one of those convictions, PMO Management Approaches. In my opinion, the project management community has a misguided view on the approach for PMO management. Most often, the approach I see advocated is to set up and manage the PMO as if it were just another project. Well, I could not disagree more with this advice. And as an alternative, I advocate a business-driven approach where you set up and manage the PMO as a business unit, not as a project. And let me tell you why. When you manage the PMO as if it were a project, the management approach almost always becomes one of managing activities. You manage the activities to set up the PMO. Then you manage the activities to run the PMO. And then you manage the activities to periodically ask stakeholders if they're happy with their PMO. The problem with this approach is that it is focused on efforts expended, not goals and objectives achieved. Consider other organizations within the enterprise. Take sales, for example. Can you imagine managing a sales organization based upon activities and not objectives achieved? I can't. Sure, we talk about the sales processes we follow, the sales tools we use, the sales reports that we examine, and the measurement systems that we have. But we don't manage by activity. We manage by objectives achieved. In my experience working with PMOs of all types and sizes and in virtually every industry, the PMOs that approach the management of the PMO as a business unit using objectives to be achieved rather than activities as a measure are far more relevant to the needs of the business and are viewed typically as far more successful by the leadership team. Much of the success is due to the clarity of purpose that managing by objectives brings about. In a PMO context, it helps to ensure that everyone understands what matters most to the PMO, what the executives expect the PMO to achieve, where the PMO stands in terms of developing and implementing plans and strategies to achieve that which is expected of the PMO. For many PMOs, the absence of goals and objectives results in the PMO being viewed as an activity or support organization where the PMO can't ever say no, but yet has far too much to do than it can ever possibly hope to achieve. Now, I know there are those out there that advocate managing the PMO by objective is not a good idea, that PMO objectives are too difficult to establish, too difficult to put in place. Well, in answer to that, I would like to cite Gilbert's law, which is anything is measurable in a way that is superior to not measuring at all. And I'd also like to throw in Perry's tidbit, which I call Perry's postulate, and that is, if you don't have a PMO measurement, then no matter what you do, it won't be good enough. So, I encourage you to give managing the PMO like a business unit based upon objectives a try. It will help you have a better PMO. This has been a business-driven PMO video. My name is Mark Price Perry. Until next time.